Hey everybody, John here for another Feature Friday. This is part 5. You get all the fingers going here for the graphical scheduling applications. This one in particular is about the Graphical Resource View. So just to give you a sense of where we are in our series, we're on the Graphical Resource View, of course, right in the middle of the screen. And we've covered the other applications on the left-hand side of the screen in the previous part, so be sure to check those out. So the first thing to notice is the name of the application. It's a view. So it's largely meant to see what's going on, not necessarily do anything. So you basically are able to see the resource hours over some period of time. And you can see it either over a 1 week or a 1 month period of time, or you can zoom into a certain date. So you can see the scheduled work time per shift. And you can see the total resource hours that are needed by craft. So you can do some things here, is you can enter availability modifications for the different resources on the calendars application in Maximo, of course. All right, so how do you go about changing that availability? This can be a little tricky to the uninitiated. So the steps are there on the screen, you can see that. But basically what you're doing is you first choose the reason for the change in availability. And then from that menu, you choose the length of time that you wish to modify that availability for, right? And then you double click, and that's a trick, double click on the data cell that corresponds to the resource and the date that you're changing their availability for. You can do that for multiple people as well, or multiple resources, I should say, can do that as well by choosing their boxes over on the left-hand side. So changing that availability is a little tricky, but if you remember that double click, then you'll be good to go. And one thing I forgot to mention is that the resource list is based upon a calendar and the shift. So those are the key sources of data, if you will. You can also blank out or ignore resources that are not active, that sort of thing, like you can do in the graphical scheduler and some of the other apps. But what you see in the resource view is based upon a calendar and, of course, a shift under that calendar. So hopefully that was helpful, and we'll see you again next week.